Welcome to episode 2 of the BEPS project on the amateur. Why not watch a middle-aged weirdo lock himself in an airtight room to try to play 15 Beethoven piano sonatas over the next 2.5 years? What? You didn't care for that approach, Hercule? Because that's what's on offer here, basically. Okay, so yes, it's also a journey of discovery, and I'm inviting you to join me. 15 BEPS, that's the Beethoven Early Piano Sonatas, which were written between 1795 and 1801, for those of you just joining. I reckon it will take me about 2 to 2.5 years to learn and record them, if I'm lucky. For those of you watching on YouTube, click that subscribe button, and also the little bell thingy so that you know when I release new episodes. And for those of you watching on Facebook or Instagram, follow @theamateurpiano, and new episodes will show up in your feeds. You're feeling pretty smug about that, aren't you? I need you to keep in mind that you're just a piece of paper taped to the wall, okay? So today I think I need to talk about Germans versus Austrians. More specifically, German versus Austrian 18th century composers. Because in the Amateurism 101 series, which you should check out if you missed it, links in the description, I got a lot of sneering remarks about my description of a particular passage as warm German gravy. Many of them not suitable for children. To be clear, what I mean by warm German gravy in this context is a groundedness and warmth of sound that distinguishes Beethoven from the famous Austrians at the time, which were, of course, Mozart and Haydn. Longtime followers may remember me complaining about the sort of crystalline preciousness of that Mozart slow movement. Here's the thing with these damn Mozart slow movements. You're just walking on glass the whole time, hearing it crack under you. Ugh. And now that I'm knee-deep into Beethoven, I can talk about it more. So my other great passion in life, unfortunately, being food. Here I am using a gravy analogy. Let me just put it this way. If presented with a choice of a Five Guys with all the fixins versus a beautifully plated portion of, let's say, expertly prepared tuna on a streak of perfectly creamy root vegetable puree, and of course the little drops of balsamic reduction, I'm going to take the Five Guys every single time. There's actually something deeply infuriating about a big white plate with a precious little nya in the middle, and the artistic streaks and dollops there to convince the reader that he enjoyed the essay. And this is just how I feel about Mozart and Haydn versus Beethoven. I'm always going to pick Beethoven because he fills you up, and there ain't nothing precious about it. It's a pile of potatoes and sausage smothered in delicious warm gravy. Substance. It gets you full. And there's plenty of that in this movement, I'll tell you that. Actually, it's a perfect piece to showcase that, and just how deeply weird Beethoven was, and why I love his music so much. Weird likes weird. So after that flurry of a first movement, he contrasts it with this super slow tempo, Largo, which I think in Italian means slow as fuck, and this flat-footed gesture in the bass. Super weird. I can't think of any equivalent in the classical repertoire up to this point. It's truly unique. My worry always with the slow movements is that people, especially folks who aren't really that into or familiar with classical music, that they'll switch off. But that kind of drives me crazy, because with Beethoven, the slow movements are really when you get to see or get a glimpse of his awesome weirdness, his funhouse mirror view of the world. So if you're one of these short attention span people, try to listen to the whole thing and let me know what you think in the comments. For those of you watching on YouTube, click that subscribe button. Those of you watching on Facebook or Instagram, follow The Amateur Piano and share with your friends. I'm still looking to upgrade this awful camera and to offset the other expenses of the channel, so if you're so inclined, toss me a few bucks on Patreon. Links in the description. Thanks for watching, and see you next time when I tackle the third movement, the Scherzo from Piano Sonata No. 2.